You are listening to a pleasure podcast. For more from our sex podcast collective, visit pleasurepodcasts.com.
You think because we're in the same room, there's etiquette is out the window. You're fucking making up segments on your own. You're fucking only sharing about your shit, not listening, and you're coming up with this fucking garbage on your phone that you can't play. What am I supposed to work? I'm trying to edit while recording. You're wondering why I'm having trouble listening to you when you're talking about verticals.
Well, why don't you criticize my eating a little more?
Okay. Can I share for once in my life?
Yes.
Fucking make some space for me?
Okay. What's going on in your life? Did you want to move again? I know.
No, that's not what I was going to share. It's uncomfortable to talk about sex, but sometimes it's important to get uncomfortable. Sex Talk with My Mom is the best mom-son podcast about sex.
It's the only one as well.
My mother is a cougar.
My son is a clown.
In a nutshell, my dad died, so my mother decided to create a YouTube channel all about sex, like all mothers do.
And then my son decides to use my material in his stand-up comedy routines.
And thus, Sex Talk with My Mom was born. Welcome to Sex Talk with My Mom. I'm Cam Potter.
And I'm Karen Lee Potter.
And we are recording live in the same goddamn place.
It's pretty cool.
I can't believe it. We really have fucking broken the seal, and we're back on track.
I like to say we have formed a pod.
We formed a pod. It's me, you, and Deez. I come over here. We work. I cook with Deez. It's a fucking...
It's a family affair.
It's phenomenal.
It is actually really fun, especially my part, which is basically to watch you cook and drink some wine.
I don't understand how you got that role.
I love my role.
The queen.
I am the queen bee.
Served. All you have to do is compliment the food, and the chefs are happy.
You notice I compliment the shit out of the food.
Yeah, you fucking should.
It's really good. I don't have to push it.
That's unbelievable. Well, anyway, welcome to Sex Talk with My Mom. We're excited to have you here. We're going to be talking about sex. We're going to be talking about earthquakes. We're going to be talking about all the things going on in our lives that maybe you'll relate to and maybe you won't.
You're a little sneaky freak, so you'll relate to what we're talking about, won't you?
Well, let me ask you this. When was the last time you got a prank call?
Oh, man, we just got a prank call, guys. It was incredible. We're having a Rosh Hashanah dinner. For those of you who don't know what that is, it's a Jewish Happy New Year dinner. It's a festive meal that goes on with our family members.
Yeah, you eat some brisket. You eat
matzo ball soup,
challah, a bunch of foods that are they're comfort foods that prevent you from sleeping later that night.
It also prevents you from taking a dump because the matzo balls are very constipating.
Have you found that you're very constipated recently?
I don't think I've shit since the festive meal.
You had one little matzo ball.
That's all it takes.
That's all it takes to
stops up the pipes.
Well, so meanwhile, during this fucking dinner, where the whole family is there.
Yeah, the whole family and the girlfriends and the boyfriends. And yeah, it's
makes it sound like I got a girlfriend that I bring there.
Well, you did in this case.
Okay, so I get a call. Of course, my phone's, I don't know if you're aware, but my phone is always on Do Not Disturb. It's never not on Do Not Disturb.
Do you think I don't know that?
If you try to call me.
Every time I call you, every time it goes right to voicemail. Do you know how infuriating that is?
I don't want to be disturbed.
Okay, but sometimes you need to be disturbed, and I cannot disturb you.
You are probably the main reason why I do not disturb, because you are constantly disturbing me.
I
find you very disturbing.
You have a double standard.
What do you mean?
Look, for example, if I'm eating, you get completely annoyed and walk out of the room and say, I can't stand this. But if you're eating, I'm supposed to be...
Okay, hold on. Let's rewind. I walk out of the room and say, I can't stand this?
Similar.
Similar.
Sometimes you're on the phone.
I will have you know today, you're fucking sitting there with your smoothie, the morning smoothie. And it's like you wait for the moment that I'm trying to start working. And then you start with the smoothie and you go...
Wait, just so you know, I was restraining myself.
Oh, you're restraining yourself. I was restraining myself from not walking out of the room and saying, enough with the fucking smoothie slurping.
But then... Ironically, you will take some of those little chewies that Dee's took like 50 from.
The fuck chewies?
Those little chewy granola bars.
Okay.
And you'll eat
Lara bars.
Whatever kind of freak bars they are, and you will eat them chowing like a cow right in front of me
chowing like a cow.
Like without even blinking an eye. Just like I could just eat I could chow like a cow and like have my mother like going. I'm trying so hard, like a monk, to try to slurp up the last remaining little drips of the of my smoothie, so that you don't hear it. I knew you were going to get annoyed if I did it loudly. I was trying so hard to do it softly.
We're back. It's been fucking 8 months that we have not been in the same apartment.
Yeah.
We had like a few minutes of like bliss where it was like we're not getting on each other's nerves.
Yeah,
and things are just.
The few minutes lasted about 30 seconds.
I have one fucking meal with you, and I'm like, how does she eat like this?
Well, you told me I eat like my father.
You eat like your father. Your fucking hands are complete.
I do have the same hands as my dad, but you also have the same toes as my dad.
But then you fucking chew. This is amazing.
You
like
a cow?
The metal fork and you bite down on the metal.
I'm not biting on the metal.
I'm scared you're going to break your fucking teeth when you're chewing.
Okay. You know what? I lived somehow all these years without you telling me how to eat.
Yeah, but I think things have changed.
What?
I think as you're getting a little older, things are starting to get a little funky and
getting
haywire.
A little long in the tooth?
You get a little long in the tooth and your teeth are about to fall out because you're fucking chopping on metal and you hold the fork like a claw or something. Where it's like barely
what?
It's like barely sitting on your hand.
Okay. What are you doing? Why aren't you just paying attention to your own food and your own eating?
It's very hard.
Why are you looking at my fork?
It's extremely hard to pay attention to my own food when I got a fucking talk about chowing like a cow. Is a fucking
what?
It's nuts.
Okay, how come I've never had any other complaints about me chowing, eating, or whatever? Why are you the judge and jury of how I eat? Who are you? The king that sits on the throne looking at me while I'm eating.
Can we stick to the script over here?
What script? Apparently, sex talk with my mom went to sex talk with my mom's eating habits. I don't like it.
All right, I'm sorry.
Make me extremely paranoid now. Next time I eat with you, I'm going to be like hiding.
I've been saying this for years.
I'm going to wear a burqa. The next time I eat with you, I'm wearing a full ass.
I've told you this shit for years and it hasn't changed anything. I'm not concerned about you wearing a burqa or having any self-consciousness with regard to eating.
All right, you're right. I will not change it because I give zero fucks.
I know you give zero fucks. Okay,
as long as I don't talk with my mouth full.
Yeah, that is true.
I don't like when people do that.
So by the way, your breath is, maybe I haven't gotten as close to it, but your breath is actually smelling better, I think.
Thank you. What the fuck? Now we're talking about my bad breath? What the hell's going on here?
All right.
Well, thank you. Anything else that you'd like to talk about?
That was a compliment. That was a fucking compliment.
That's a compliment. Your breath is smelling better.
Yeah, your breath.
First of all, you didn't
your breath was smelling foul before.
Oh my God. Maybe I was having some hormonal issues and now they are treated.
Because of the hysterectomy?
Yeah.
Yeah, look at that. Okay, can we stick to the fucking script?
The hysterectomy does not seem correlated at all to halitosis.
Okay.
Maybe you...
I'm sharing a story.
What?
This story involved a Rosh Hashanah dinner.
Yes.
We're eating the constipating foods.
Yes. We're up just for context, we're up on the only place that we can be, which is my balcony of my apartment building, because we can't be in my apartment because some people are more concerned about being exposed to COVID than others.
Okay, so we're trying to keep it safe. I'm on Do Not Disturb, obviously. I'm surprised I wasn't even on airplane mode.
I'm surprised you even took a phone with you.
So I get 2 calls, a double call. Goes
call.
right through.
Those are concerning always.
So I look and I said, what is this? No caller ID. Okay, so I'm like, what the fuck? I announced to the group, I'm getting a no caller ID. Should I answer this? Everyone says yes. So I answered and I said, room service. And then it's
Wait,
a woman.
Why did you choose to say room service?
I don't know. And there's a woman on the other line who's saying, Cam, is this Cam? I was like, oh, fuck.
I can play it for you.
Yeah, play that shit. Well, I think this is in the middle of it. So So that was the middle of the call.
An irate woman that was calling.
It was an irate woman discovering that I was with other people and saying that we had hooked up in the past. I was like, what the fuck is going on? What the fuck is going on here? Who is this person that I hooked up with that's calling? I don't recognize this voice. I actually there's something vaguely familiar about the voice, but definitely not someone I've hooked up with.
Right.
I can immediately
and
go.
She seemed very angry with you.
very irritated with me.
For no reason.
And then you got Deez who's saying, Cam, come back to bed. And then you get on the phone and you go, what did you say?
This is his mother.
This is his mother. Leave him alone.
Well, that's because your sister played it off that she was your girlfriend and said, what did she say?
This is his girlfriend. Who the fuck is this?
Yeah. She loves to get in.
So you get on and you go, fucking, this is his mother. And then she goes, Karen?
Yeah, that's kind of like what led me to believe this was a prank call.
Okay, so I don't know who this is. They're not telling me. I can't figure it out. I just hang up. I go home. We had a nice dinner. 3:30 a.m. rolls around. I'm woken from the heartburn from all the fucking brisket, fucking matzo ball shit that I consumed. And I start thinking.
Wait, you did make a damn good mandel bread.
Thank you. So I start thinking, who the fuck was it? What the fuck was that? Who called me in the middle of the dinner? Was that a stalker?
That does freak me out, by the way.
Was that a stalker? Was that someone who listens to this podcast and who's fallen madly in love with me and decided to look up my number somehow and call me up twice with no caller ID? And then if they know my phone number, then they must know my house address. If they know my house address, they're going to come. They're coming for me. They can knock down my door.
It's going to be like Fatal Attraction?
I can't even see.
The Sharon Stone thing?
I was so terrified. I was completely, I in the middle of the night, I was convinced, okay, this is going to be the end of me. It's going to be some stalker outside. She's going to see my car. I literally thought she's going to see that there was a Stanford license plate covering on it.
No, you shouldn't say that because now she might be listening and she might go out and find you.
Well, so the next day I'm looking at Instagram and I go across some of our friends at Good Moms Bad Choices. Their Instagram account says we're going to have some fun with some of our exes and ex-friends and all these people. And there's a little telephone icon.
It was Erica and Mila.
Erica and Mila from Good Moms Bad Choices fucking prank called me.
Oh, man, that's a good one.
And then they laughed at me the next day when I said, what the fuck? Did you prank call me? And they were like, yeah. I can't believe your mom was there. You hang out with your mom on Saturday nights? Fuck you. So you prank called me and then you fucking shame me for hanging out with my mom and for a Jewish fucking feast. And by the way, I hang out with my mom on Saturday nights because there's no one else fucking around here.
That's in your pod.
I got no pod over here. Where the fuck am I going to hang?
And all your friends are out of town for the Jewish holidays. Well, guess what? Good Moms, Bad Choices. You're game on.
This shit's coming back to you. Yeah, you're going to fucking rue the day that you fucking prank called me.
Yeah, you just won't know when it's going to hit you either. We're not going to have a time limit here.
You thought I was concerned about stalkers. You better be fucking concerned about stalkers.
By the way, I always get stalkers. That's what they find my phone number on some weird site that's like, you can.
You don't want to say this. People are going to look for you if you say this.
No, but when I do, let me tell you something. Deez gets on the phone with them and they're scared shitless. He has a way to.
Yeah, he was actually very good on this prank call.
What did he say?
He basically called me back to bed.
He's quit.
I said, "Excuse me, I have to go." Deez has called me back to bed.
Usually I get this is actually I got a couple messages that these are typical of what I usually get in a phone call. And what I do with the phone calls though is I do not just hang up immediately or block immediately. I try to find out where they got me because if I don't know where they got me, I can't prevent it from happening again. So I kind of keep them on the line a little bit, like a detective.
Yeah. I just picture you with all the police gear with the fucking rolling machines. Like,
I got him on the wire. Keep talking.
Keep talking dirty to me, kid. I'm going to find where the fuck you are and send D's on you.
So I do send D's, and usually I don't know. He's good at this shit. He's like a policeman in the disguise of a D's.
In the disguise of a D's.
In the D's, he looks up reverse numbers and he calls them back, and then he does some Google searching on whether or not what their status is, and he will say, "I know where you are, and I know who you're with. Would you like your wife to know about this? Would you like, Matilda to know if that whatever?
Oh, wow.
Yep, he'll call him out.
Oh, Jesus.
And that person hangs up real quickly.
By the way, you lovely listener, if you have an idea for how we can get back into Good Moms Bad Choices, hit us up at our number. Text us 310-356-3920. That's in the episode description.
And a little plug for them. They are just
phenomenal.
Phenomenal. We've had them on our show. We've been on their show. They are so fun. But we did not expect this. Anyway, but speaking of those kind of like weird ass messages, here's a segment that we just began today called Weird Ass Messages to Mom.
What do you mean? What the fuck? What do you mean we just began today? That it just began just now when you said that.
That's
weird
right.
ass messages to mom. Oh, this is the weird ass messages to mom segment.
Yeah, I got a couple of them. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay. Hi, dear mom. I'm 27 years old, young boy. Very, very loyal and strong, caring men. But unfortunately, I'm financially weak person. I want to boost up my income. But I need sugar mom who support me financially. Thanks.
How do you feel about that, mother?
I feel it's time to put his name on my checking account.
Oh,
so
they sugar mama him?
He's a young, old young boy, and he's financially weak. He spelled weak, WEEK. So I guess I'll be there for him. What do you think?
It's very sweet of you.
He reached out. Not a lot of people do. I should accommodate him.
That is very sweet. I mean, Deez and I are both taking care of you. So
I should be taking care of this 27-year-old young boy.
That's exactly right.
And another subject, and this is an interesting one. I've never received something like this before. Hey.
This is a subject?
That's a subject. Message. I would like to ask some questions about your body.
What questions?
I didn't follow up on it.
What kind of questions do you think he's got?
I don't know. I have not been able to figure out, what kind of questions does he, in general about the female body or just my particular body?
Yeah, I think he might want to know your fucking inseam.
My bra size.
Yeah, who knows?
If they listened to fucking Michael Blackson, they would have heard he guessed my bra size.
That is true.
He would know more about my body apparently than this guy does. So
I believe you gotta check the label always. You don't know what the heck is in that can of soup. Is it sodium out the yin yang? The same applies to deodorant. This is why I choose Native deodorant.
I never was a big deodorant wearer, but since I started using Native, I'm addicted to deodorant. It's got a nice coconut smell. It's almost like I feel like eating my own armpits.
Don't get me started on the scents. Over 10 cents. That could be coconut and vanilla, lavender and rose, cucumber and mint, and citrus and herbal musk.
Do you have a favorite?
Eucalyptus and mint. I swear to God, it's the best smelling deodorant I've ever owned.
You have a very highly sensitive nose. I've noticed that about you.
You would see me in the aisles of store and just hours, taking off those the caps, sniffing that deodorant.
I've seen that. Are you one of those guys that gets turned on by the woman's armpits?
Sometimes.
So having a good smell over there is essential.
Especially if I know that the deodorant does not have any aluminum, parabens, or talc, which Native does not have.
Because aluminum forms a plug in your sweat glands to keep you from sweating. That's disgusting. You're plugging up your glands.
Switch to Native by just going to nativedeo.com/mom or use promo code MOM at checkout. You'll get 20% off your first order. That's nativedeo.com/mom or use promo code MOM at checkout for 20% off your first order. I'd like to add a weird-ass message I got from my fucking grandma. I called up my grandma to be a nice fucking grandson. See how she's doing. And she fucking tells me,
well, we were on
Facebook Messenger.
Yeah. Well, we were on video call, so she could see your hair.
So suddenly she goes quiet, and she goes, if you want a girlfriend, you need to cut your hair.
and then her nurse, who's with her caregiver, says, "Yeah, Cam, you need to cut your hair."
What the fuck? I need both of them with the fucking peanut gallery over here. If I want a girlfriend, I have to cut my hair? What the fuck kind of shit is that? You got such a kick out of this.
I totally got a kick out of this. Speaking of calls, I have another challenge. A new segment of Mom's News.
What? Is this Are you fucking kidding me? Another new segment? No, this is not another new segment. No matter what it is, not another new segment.
Another new segment. It's actually a new challenge.
Okay.
You know, I'm talking to your brother and he says, I want to learn something about the music business. So I decided to call a friend of mine who was doing music videos back like 11 years ago.
Perfect.
I haven't talked to this guy in 11 years, but he knows more about astrology than any human I've ever met in my life. I call him. Now, weirdly enough, he told me this later. He never answers his phone. He's worse than you. He doesn't even have his phone with him. He's like completely detached from it. He does not pick it up. But for whatever reason, yesterday, he decides to turn his phone on. And as he turns his phone on, I'm calling. He doesn't even, of course, he's disorganized. He doesn't even have my name in his phone, but he answers it because he felt the need to answer it because we have the psychic connection, right?
Oh, my God.
He answers it. I say, hi, it's me, Karen. And you know what he says? September 24th. Fucking A. He remembers my exact birthday from 11 years ago.
It's a good response.
Good response. And I after talking to him about a lot of different things, mainly astrology and music videos, I said, by the way, just because he has a psychic kind of karma ability, I said, can you tell me when this whole like shit's going to end with what's going on in the world? You know, is there an end to this or is it going to be like this forever? He goes, 95 days. I go, 95 days? 95 days, it's going to all come to an end. I go, why? He goes, because people like to go into hibernation. I don't know what that means, but mark you my words. We figured out it's around Christmas. This thing's going to end. Whatever that means, it's going to end.
Because
Good,
of Coney.
Bad, because of Coney Rock.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
So what is the challenge?
The challenge is, I'm glad you mentioned that. Call someone you haven't spoken to in at least 10 years, out of the blue. It's always going to be a good conversation. I'm telling you. I also called another friend of mine a couple weeks ago. Hadn't talked to him in at least 5 years. Picked up like nothing else. Like we just talked to each other yesterday.
That's wonderful, Mother. I like that.
Why not? What are you waiting for?
What are you doing in this fucking pandemic? You just sitting at home doing nothing interesting. Call someone you don't know.
No, call someone you know, but you just haven't spoken to for some odd reason in 10 years.
Let me ask you something.
Have you ever done this?
Yeah, I've done this. Let me ask you something.
What?
How soon in your dating life do you recommend letting your freak flag fly?
What? What is
Okay,
that? What
so
are you
the other
talking
day
about?
I made mandel bread for the Rosh Hashanah dinner, which is a Jewish dessert.
It's basically a biscotti for those who.
It's a good tasting biscotti.
It's very similar to biscotti.
They're cookies.
Yep,
They're like flat, kind of soft, hard cookies.
it's soft, like a scone type of thing.
Not like a scone.
They're all shaped like
They're like little tiny strips of shit.
They're verticals.
Anyway, so I'm cooking, I'm sweating, and
They're rectangles. I don't mean verticals.
yeah, what the fuck are verticals?
Rectangles. They're rectangles. Verticals. You don't even notice that I said they're verticals. I had to point it out.
You know, you had to point it out. Yeah, you had to point it out because I'm all flustered now, right now.
What now?
Because there was a segment, you decided in the middle of we are in a perfect flow in harmony in this interview.
Yeah.
And I cut this segment out, so you're not going to be able to hear it. But my mother decides to take out her phone and try to play something that she recorded that does not have any audio. And it completely fucked up our flow.
That's your brother's fault.
Don't play the blame game. You're choosing to do this shit.
I wanted to record my mother just with the audio. He's like, no, you can do the video. Just press this button, and it recorded just the video.
Whatever the case may be, I'm all fakaked now. I'm all fucked up over here.
Okay, where were we?
We're talking about mandel bread.
Oh, we were also talking about
and verticals.
Yeah, I was pretty impressed that you decided to come over to watch the Bears game.
No,
What?
I'm talking. I'm sharing right now.
What are you sharing?
The fuck?
What are you sharing about?
Yeah, I'm sharing.
What are you
Just fucking
you're
bypass
gonna-
that segment.
you're
No,
gonna-
you're making up segments. You think because we're in the same room, there's etiquette is out the window. You're fucking making up segments
What
on
kind
your
of
own.
etiquette?
You're fucking only sharing about your shit, not listening, and you're coming up with this fucking garbage on your phone that you can't play. What am I supposed to work? I'm trying to edit while recording. You're wondering why I'm having trouble listening to you when you're talking about verticals.
Well, why don't you criticize my eating a little more?
Okay. Can I share for once in my life?
Yes.
Fucking make some space for me?
Okay. What's going on in your life? Did you want to move again? I know.
No, that's not. That's not what I was going to share.
What were you going to share?
I swear to God, I'm going to be bald by the end of this podcast.
What were you going to share?
I was going to share. It was just I sent a video. So I made a goofy video of me basically singing about the mandel bread.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. When do you think it's okay to start sending that to people you're dating?
A goofy video?
Goofy video. It's basically me singing,
No, are you just singing?
Mandel boy, I'm the mandel boy. And then it turns and you see me just sweating my fuck off over this mandel bread.
Okay. Are we speaking in general terms or just you?
What the fuck does that mean? I have a different prescription?
Yeah.
Okay, go general, then go me.
Generally speaking, like after you've had a few dates with someone, you can be a little goofier.
Okay, I've had one FaceTime date with this person.
So the going off the deep end into the whole clown mandel bread song,
Yeah.
she must have thought you were insane.
Okay.
So she probably was wondering to herself, do I want to be with a nut job?
Okay.
All right, that's all I'm saying.
And
Although, on the other hand, if she's going to be with you, she's got to know there's a really quirky, weird side to you.
okay, so that's what I'm thinking.
You're just going to
Show immediately.
Show that freak flag early.
Yes. Let
Okay.
the freak flag fly now.
And did she find you amusing?
I didn't think her response found it that amusing.
Why? What did she say? Who are you? And I got to go?
It was more of like Happy New Year to you in terms of the Jewish New Year, not as much like haha, so funny.
She didn't find you amusing? She
No.
took you seriously.
She took me seriously.
She took you seriously?
I'm a very serious boy.
Oh.
Speaking of which, I'd like to add, I'd like to get to a new segment of the week.
Oh, another new segment. What the fuck? We are changing.
I got a new segment
We got
over
like
here.
150 segments. Go ahead.
I got a new segment over here.
I'm a yes and woman. Let's go.
This new segment is called "We Fucking Love Uberlube." How do you like that?
I do love Uberlube though.
This is the fucking I love Uberlube ad and ad segment. Why do you love Uberlube, mother?
I love it for many reasons. First, let's just start with the basic, the aesthetics, the bottle. It's a beautiful bottle. It's a gorgeous glass bottle. It could look like perfume or massage oil, anything. It doesn't look like standing out. Lube, 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 you know?
By the way, you
What?
asked me to fucking get an external charger from your nightstand.
Did you notice
yesterday?
how many bottles of lube were in there?
How many bottles of lube? I looked into one of your drawers. I've never seen such a plethora of vibrators. It's like a vibrator store in there. It's fucking unbelievable.
What do you want? You keep giving me more vibrators.
I will never go near that fucking nightstand again. It's
Okay.
disgusting. I hope you keep those clean.
You know what?
Anyway,
Let me tell you something about that, by the way. I when you guys were growing up, all of you guys need to stay the fuck out of my drawers. I figured anybody has the nerve to go into my drawers and take a look, they deserve to see what they saw.
you asked me
No, I
to
said
go
on-
to the nightstand
Nah,
and get the external charger.
Okay, operative word. Nightstand, not inside the nightstand, on top of the nightstand.
I
didn't tell you to go rummaging through my drawers.
Wait,
I just said
you
go
said
to-
nightstand?
Yeah,
and let me ask you something. Was it on top of the nightstand?
No, because I had it with me.
You had it with you the whole fucking time.
I know.
So I'm rummaging through your fucking vibrator drawer looking for the goddamn external charger, trying not to touch anything.
Did you see that I had 3 letters from you guys in the top drawer?
Oh, I didn't see
Did
that.
you see the picture of me and your dad that I had
No.
tucked in the back of the drawer?
No,
Oh,
it's very sweet.
stay the fuck out of my stuff.
Okay, well, anyway, you make it very apparent. You keep the lube right on top of the fucking nightstand.
I know. What is there supposed to be? I have lube, lube, lube. Anyway, my favorite lube is Uberlube. Why?
Uberlube, baby.
No taste, no smell, all natural ingredients. I love this stuff, and it doesn't leave you sticky residue. You can use it like for any type of anal, oral, fucking vaginal sex. You can use it all over the place.
Fucking vaginal.
Fucking veg.
You know what I? Do you know I? Sometimes if I'm wanting to masturbate, it could, especially if I had just showered. You get out of the shower, your body's very clean. It doesn't have a lot of its own, oils.
Yeah. Wait, normally you have an oily dick?
Sometimes the
What?
skin is a little more moisturized, and you can really slide it around. You don't need
Oh, my
lube
God.
necessarily to masturbate. But if you just shower and you wipe off all those oils, it could be like a rug burn if you try to masturbate after that.
Okay.
I'm telling you, Uberlube is the answer.
Uberlube,
It
yeah.
gives you just the right amount of layer, the right amount of slip to just slide all over the fucking place. It's
You just get out of the shower, you immediately lube up with Uberlube.
kind of what it looks like.
Oh my God. Well,
Okay.
it is good for masturbation. It's good for sex. This is like a 5-minute Uberlube ad.
Okay, so if you like our show, support our sponsors, get yourself some Uberlube. Go to uberlube.com, enter promo code MOM. You'll get 10% off and free shipping. Just go to uberlube.com, use promo code MOM. You get 10% off and free shipping.
Kid tested, mother approved.
All right, back to your regular scheduled programming.
I'm still thinking about the what kind of moisture is on your dick when you normally walk around the house. I mean, what are you sweating and your balls are sweating? Is it, anyway.
Don't think about that.
The Bears, 2-0. Your brother and I watch the Bears
What
week.
What the fuck? What is this segment?
This segment is called What's your favorite sports team doing right now these days? Not only are the Bears, but apparently the White Sox are also. The Sox, the Bears. You know what's really unbelievable? Your brother and I are we're so in tune with each other when we're watching the Bears. Okay, You come into the picture. You add these little nuances. They're cute little nuances.
What nuances?
Like you say some weird shit that just.
The fuck?
I don't know. I can't remember one particular statement, but you make little statements throughout there are not like very,
I add my own commentary. You guys are commenting. Why can't I comment?
your commentary is always off the deep end.
What? Why?
It's just some strange ass comments.
No, there's nothing strange about saying hello, Montgomery.
There you go. That's an example.
There's nothing strange about that.
Yeah.
What are you saying? You guys are calling him Monty.
Yeah, we're calling him Monty.
Oh yeah. Oh, go Monty.
Yeah, I think I'm Monty.
So why can't I say hello, Montgomery?
No, and then you said something else about Mitchell.
Yeah, something about Mitchell Trubisky.
Yeah. Well, anyway,
Oh, Mr. Trubisky.
Yeah, Mr. Trubisky.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's just funny hearing your little commenting going on.
This is a worthwhile segment
All
of the
right.
show.
Anyway, another new segment of the show. Another old segment of the show is Mom's News.
Mom's news.
All right. This is unbelievable.
Not to be mistaken for Mom's news.
It's okay. Oh my God. Well, in case you guys don't know about this, I have become a phenom in the Filipino community.
How would anyone know?
TikTok. If you're following me on TikTok.
TikTok, waste of time.
Okay. That is so not nice.
Okay.
And by the way, I'm not really happy with the sanctions that are happening on TikTok.
It's unbelievable.
All right, but
do you feel like you're violated?
No, because the Filipinos are not part of this problem of the United States not allowing you to upload apps in your location.
Okay. So just for our listeners
little
who
background.
might not know the politics around TikTok right now, can you share?
Yes.
What is the state of the world with regard to TikTok?
A sad state.
What's going on?
So many people love TikTok, and President Trump doesn't think he thinks that the Chinese are taking the information and using it. Now, just so you know, we just saw a movie yesterday. What was the social experience?
The social dilemma.
The social dilemma. Unbelievable. Like, it's basically saying every social network is completely
We're
100%
We're completely fucked.
yeah. So
I cannot recommend this movie enough. If you are on Netflix, if you haven't gotten Netflix yet, get Netflix
just for this.
and watch this fucking movie called The Social Dilemma. It'll show you exactly why our world is so polarized and how we're going to end up in a fucking civil war if we don't do something.
Start freaking everybody out.
We need to be doing something with regard to the big tech companies that are out there, like
Facebook,
Instagram, TikTok.
Okay. So why does he have to pick TikTok, though? That's the one I want.
TikTok was on there.
No, he President Trump, our current president.
Yeah, I'm
hopefully
aware,
not for
familiar
very much
with
longer.
TikTok, President Trump.
Apparently, he decides that he is going to not allow TikTok to be uploaded any longer because he thinks the Chinese are spying on us, which is so bizarre because we know that every country is spying on us because, you know,
They're gonna like remove it from the Apple Store or something.
Exactly.
Okay.
Anyway, Apple Store, Google Store, they're removing it. But the Filipinos, I'm not worried about them. They can continue to upload all they want. And I really love those people.
How did you come to the Philippines?
I started listening to some fun, upbeat songs that I love to dance to, and I found one, and I'm like, oh, it's from the Philippines, so I'll start dancing, and it became like overnight sensation.
Wow.
They were so wonderful. Normally, you get like age comments like, oh, it's granny dancing, that kind of shit, which really irks me. Okay, there's no respect for people over the age of 40 anymore in this world, and so Filipinos respect their elders, and they love it. They think I'm funny. They think I have good dance moves.
Oh my God, this is your country.
It's my country.
Wow.
So, and the reason I brought this up now when I'm doing Mom's News, because I found a Mom's News segment.
Okay.
This segment is brought to you from, this is a good one. The Times of India.
Oh, a very reliable source that we often read.
Okay, London says it says London : I don't know what that means.
It means it was written in London.
Okay. Yet another case of the Zoom meeting gone awry. See, it also brings up Zoom, which a lot of people are doing these days, right?
I love that half of Mom's News you're trying to argue why this is a relevant situation.
Yeah. A government official in the Philippines was caught having sex with his secretary during a regular virtual session, the media reported. According to a reporter in The Sun on Thursday, the incident came to light as the official, Captain Jesus Estel of the Fatima Dos Village Council in the province of Cavite, appeared to be unaware that his camera was on. Footage shows that the person had sex in a far corner of the room while the meeting was on.
No way.
Yeah, before engaging in the actual act, Estel approached the device in what appeared to be an attempt to turn off the camera.
Oh my God.
This, by the way, would totally happen to me. 100% this would happen to me.
I'm surprised this hasn't happened to you.
Things like this have happened to me before.
Oh my God.
I can't recall specifics. The call that took place on August 26th was reportedly part of a regular council meeting. Unaware that the camera was on, Estel and the women attended to the urgent call of their carnal desire.
Wow.
They fucked.
They fucked on the Zoom.
While other participants continued with the council meeting.
Yeah, how do you... They're sitting there, they're going on about the fucking politics, the government, and then there's someone fucking on camera in the corner?
That's right.
No, they're not acknowledging, hey, what's going on with Estel? He seems like he's fucking in the corner right now.
Exactly. Estel rejoined the call after completing the test, smoking a cigarette.
No way.
I made the smoking a cigarette
okay.
At the far corner of the room. But a staff member who attended the call recorded the scene, and the video eventually became public, which led some villagers to file a petition to oust the official for misconduct.
Does it say if Estel's partner got off?
It doesn't say that, but I bet you that they're both overnight porn sensations.
Oh, I guess so. You're right.
So it's one of those maybes. Maybe it was a bad thing. Maybe it was a good thing. But the pair reportedly asked for forgiveness, but the country's Department of Interior and local governments, and nay, appears to have made...
It says nay?
No, I made that up too. Appears to have made up its mind to relieve Estel from his duty. This is not a simple misconduct, but grave misconduct.
Oh, wow.
Yep. And it was quoted as saying by The Sun, earlier, a similar incident was reported from Brazil when a pair was caught having sex during a Zoom meeting of the Rio de Janeiro City Council.
Oh my God.
So the moral of the story is don't fuck before council meetings or during council meetings. You will get caught.
Okay, noted. I won't be fucking before or during my council meetings.
I might say, though, that things like this have definitely happened to me. One time I was doing a live stream on YouTube, and I thought I turned it off, and I had a huge I think I had a fight with Dee's. Right in front of everybody. And later on I read the chat. She thinks the camera's off, but it's still on now.
Oh, my God. Is that humiliating?
It's so mortifying. It's like, oh, my God. I'm so embarrassed. I don't know. What are you going to do?
It's funny that you are more humiliated by arguing in front of someone
than fucking in front
of them.
That's right.
That is pretty funny.
But then again, I've never fucked in front of anybody, so I could be embarrassed.
You would be embarrassed for that, for sure.
Would you be embarrassed?
Not at all. I'm very proud of my 30 seconds of fucking that everyone should see.
Can you imagine if you were the council person?
Yeah.
It would have been the last word. What was that? Did I say something? Oh. It was like, what? Oh, he's back at the meeting.
Council meeting come to order. Oh, Cam's back.
It's like a little blip on the screen. People are like, what the fuck
Wait,
just popped
can we
up?
put that in slow motion for a second? I think Cam just had,
Did I have a stroke?
Cam had sex. But let's put that down to like 5 times speed backwards.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Holy fuck,
You know
that's
how you
funny
put
as
stuff
hell.
in slow motion? Then you can see what's going on. Cam, how do you know which vitamins to choose? Because you have so many ailments. How do you know which ones to pick for all the different things that you have going wrong in your body?
Thank you very much, Mother.
I mean,
Luckily,
seriously.
I have Care of who is taking care of me.
Oh,
Care of is our wonderful sponsor that creates a customized vitamin plan for you to maintain your health goals.
now you might ask, how do they know which ones that you need?
That is a great question.
Well, I've taken their 5-minute online quiz.
5 minutes is long enough for you to even focus.
Yes, exactly. And heck, as a matter of fact, and they asked you questions about your diet, lifestyle, health concerns, how much sleep you get, and they came up with 4 vitamins for me.
Oh, really?
I'd like to tell you what they are.
Okay, give me the top one.
American ginseng.
Wow.
Okay, American ginseng you're going to be happy about because it supports working memory and focus.
Now that's what I'm talking about.
Do you think I need that?
Yes, I do think you need that. And what I like about Care of stuff is that it's quality. If you go to their website, they will tell you exactly where they harvest their ingredients, and they will show you the studies that support why these supplements can be beneficial. It's super easy for me because they send me personalized packs of vitamins. You take one of those packs, open it up, read the cute little quote on it, smile, and then pop the vitamins.
It's so cute.
For you, lucky listener, you can get 50% off your first Care of order. That's half off. Just go to takecareof.com and enter code MOM50. That's 50% off your first Care of order, practically nothing. Go to takecareof.com and enter code MOM50.
Aren't you worth it? We had some listener texts. Do you want to go through those?
I did, but before that, I'm adding a segment called Cam's Uppers.
Oh, right. We got a new segment.
New segment.
Cam's
This is the only
Uppers.
one we were planning to actually add.
Cam's uppers as opposed to Cam's downers.
Cam's Uppers.
What?
I was talking with my friends this week about how you could really take a poll, take a little internal measurement and say, how likely am I to laugh at anything right now? And that will show you how much mental freedom you have.
I fucking love this.
Isn't it amazing?
So, like, instead of imagine a ruler and a scale of 1 to 12 inches.
Yes. What the When do we ever measure like that?
I don't know. I thought,
And it's a scale of 1 to 10. It's not 1 to 12 inch. Imagine a ruler scale of 1 to 12 inches. The fuck measurement is that?
all right, 1 to 10 inches.
On a scale of 1 to 10,
All right, scale
how
of 1 to 10.
likely am I to be laughing at any given stimulus right now? When I'm in a great mood and I feel very free and easy, I can laugh at the stupidest thing.
Yeah.
When I'm in a bad mood and I'm
Oh,
fucking foul,
Yeah, no one can make you laugh.
Robin Williams couldn't get me to fucking laugh.
I think Robin Williams could get you to fucking laugh.
It's almost like a resentment, you know? Like, I hate this world. I'm going to choose not to laugh for this.
So what you need to do is make a good workout beforehand, then you'll probably laugh because endorphins are flowing already.
That is true. But I'm saying even when you're in a conversation, this came up with my friends because one of them said something that was slightly inflammatory, just like a little tiny statement that was inflammatory to the other person. I was unaware of this statement. And then later on in the conversation, they cleared it up and they were able to laugh much easier afterwards. And that little tiny thorn was all that was needed to basically bring the scale, to tip the scale. So I just encourage everyone, for Cam's Uppers, consider your sense of humor and your likelihood of laughing.
What if a
just a
person doesn't-
barometer of how comfortable you are with someone or the situation you're in.
Or just your general mood.
Yeah.
But what if the person doesn't have a good sense of humor?
People laugh. People like laughing. Babies laugh. You're going to laugh.
I'm always laughing.
Yeah, you're always laughing.
You know
I
what,
actually thought of that about you,
Can I
mental freedom.
I have a way to get you to laugh at all times.
What?
Watch our latest TikTok video. It's on Karen Lee Potter. I don't think I put it on Sex Talk with My Mom yet, but I will. So if you haven't downloaded the app, you're fucked. But if you're in the Philippines, you might be able to download this app.
It is the top challenge in the Philippines. It's called, what's it called?
I feel it hurts me or something like that.
It really hurts.
It really hurts.
It's a really hurt challenge.
Okay, Mom.
And
I don't want to continue.
Cam and I did a TikTok video together.
Mom.
That is so funny because at the end, Cam dances like, I don't know, a demented clown.
I don't want to continue supporting any of these social platforms.
But if you're gonna support one, you gotta support one that makes you laugh. And the one that makes you laugh is watching Cam and I do a TikTok video where I actually fall off a couch at the end of it.
Okay.
Okay, it's funny.
Can we move on with this? Mother?
It really hurts.
I can't.
All right.
After watching The Social Dilemma, which you immediately went to TikTok. It was you're like, oh, that's a fucked movie. We're fucked. And you immediately are searching for how many likes and views you got on fucking TikTok.
You know, and it's so funny because during the whole show, I was wanting to check my TikTok likes, and I was thinking that would be so fucking lame if I checked.
Mom, it's so fucking disturbing. It's unbelievable.
But that's what the movie's about.
I know that's what the movie's about.
I've already got an addiction. It's like
I know.
It's like heroin.
I know. Watching my mother experience. I know you're addicted. It's very concerning, actually. I think it's having insidious psychological effects on you.
Yeah, but at least I'm not smoking as much weed.
Great. So you can just escape into this other fucking realm of fucking the Filipino dance moves.
Okay. It was fun. Admit that it was funny.
It's more concerning of what all those ads and I don't even want to get started. It's a very sad situation. No, Mom.
Oh yeah.
Mom, stop, Mom. None of this shit.
I gotta put it on.
Mom, please don't. Please do not. Mom, why? I think we're gonna get fucking sued for having this shit on there.
Why? Because we put on 3 seconds? All right. Anyway.
Moving on to listener texts.
You know that people listening were like, I want to hear what this song is so badly. So I had to give them a little teaser.
They don't give a fuck, and I don't want you encouraging them to use TikTok.
All right.
Listener text.
This
is from Joshua. He says, my question is, what resources, apps, websites, etc. would you and your mom recommend for dating during COVID? 2, what kind of sex toys do you and your mom recommend for men? Open to any kind of sex toy and non-sex toy. And 3, can you and your mom explain how to do Kegel exercises for men?
Okay.
I got all 3 of these.
You got all 3? All right, you go first.
Number 1, resources. Not TikTok, not Instagram. Hinge is acceptable. Although,
wait a
I
second.
would say Hinge is the only way.
Can I just say, back to the social experiment. What's the name of this movie?
The Social Dilemma.
The Social Dilemma. If you think about it, Hinge and Match.com and all these dating apps, oh yeah, they're gathering information on you, because I saw another show that was very similar, talked about how they can tell you what rating scale you are. We talked about this before.
I know. I'm not saying that it's all bad. I'm saying that it can be used against you. If they're taking that data and selling it to someone else, or
you had
taking
to redo your whole entire profile because you were typecast as a clown.
Yeah, but that's just refers to the amount of the people that they're recommending to me. They don't have any ads. They have no ads to advertise to you.
Ads are not what they're not trying to get you. They're getting it in other ways. They're finding out what your interests are, and then they sell that information.
I know.
Places that like Facebook.
So there needs to be some regulation. It doesn't mean that we have to end these apps cold turkey, but I think there needs to be some regulation around it. And listen,
who are you to decide that TikTok is the one to get rid of then?
TikTok is so fucked. I see your brain after going through doing 6 months of this shit straight, and it's fucking mush.
Okay. It was mush beforehand.
Okay.
Number 2, what kind of sex toys do you and your mom recommend for men?
I like Laylo's F1S, but that's because I have a very average penis. It fits in that little hole.
Wait, you know what? For those of you who don't know what F1S is, what the fuck is that?
Oh, it's a fucking tube that you stick your dick in, and it massages it for you.
Like a fleshlight.
It's a fleshlight with 2 motors.
Oh boy,
it's pretty great.
How did they get one of those?
You can go to laylo.com, and I believe you can use code MOM20 MOM20. they get 20% off, which is a dank-ass discount on anything that's not already discounted.
Can I recommend then if they're gonna do that, they should do the Nia, Lalo Nia, NEA. It's a little plastic like a pet rock, and you can use it during sex. You can place it on a woman's clitoris.
Oh, the clitoris.
The clitoris.
All right.
Let's
Let's move on to the number 3. Can you and your mom explain how to do Kegel exercises for men? Yes, I can. Now, I've known this because I did the 21-day masturbation challenge, which lasted way longer than 21 days because I kept ejaculating. And the key to the Kegel muscles
Why
for
do you
men.
just throw that out? Like people that have never heard about your 21-day masturbation challenge can go and look on our website because I believe you did a blog about it, right?
Yeah, I don't know if it's still up there, honestly, but
Oh, well, if it's not up there, just in a nutshell, Cam was told that he would last longer in bed if he would try edging.
edging
And
3
getting-
times a day.
yeah,
Or
and-
3 times in one sitting.
Edging means that you put yourself all the way to orgasm and don't let yourself orgasm.
Yep.
It could also put you in a very foul mood.
Which it did. So anyway, if you want to learn about your Kegels, it is a good exercise to do this type of edging.
Okay.
And basically, it's that feeling when you're peeing and you want to stop your urine midstream, and you get real scared or you get shy of some sort, and you feel like you clench up. That's a Kegel. You keep doing that, you can really strengthen your pelvic floor muscles.
Okay. Thank you for sharing that.
Okay.
Megan asked, so yesterday my gal pals and I did something to try to normalize the conversation around sex. We were all on our periods at the same time, so we sat around a bonfire 6 feet apart, glad she mentioned that, and drank wine, ate chocolate, and talked about our periods. We think all women should be able to toast with their gal pals and say, Happy Period Week. Karen Lee, do you have any rituals like that with your gal pals? Yeah, we talk about Happy Menopause Week. No. No, my gal pals and I go straight to, usually it involves one of us sharing a story that maybe has to do with masturbation or asking a question about sex to each other or basically...
You do this regularly?
I haven't done when I go on vacation and we're all wasted. That's when these things come out.
It won't come out on these like weekly Zooms. That
My
you
Zoom
do.
calls are usually about what are you doing? How are your grandchildren? That's great.
Oh, that's boring as fuck.
Yeah, but when you get the girls together on a vacation mode, when we're 3 sheets to the wind,
This shit comes out.
shit comes out.
I would say I would talk about jerking off and all that shit with my friends anytime it comes up.
When are you talking to your friends about jerking off?
It's actually not that often.
You're too busy talking about, the
Social
meaning of
dilemma.
life.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're not talking about fucking how your
So, no,
how
we
your
do spend a lot of time.
vibrator breaks and you have to duct tape it.
We spend a lot of time actually talking about wiping habits after shitting.
You're not even 90 and you're already talking about old man things.
Okay.
Wiping habits after shitting?
All right. You know what? We have to end the show.
All right.
We're ending the show
We didn't
now.
get to any of our list reviews. Well, you need to put a review in there.
Okay, well...
Because we have gotten some great reviews, and I love them. And
All right. We want to thank everyone who's been leaving us rating and reviews. And if you need any help finding out how to leave a rating and review, all you got to do is go to ratethispodcast.com/mom. It's a wonderful way to help us out.
well, before you read that, how come you didn't read a listener texted said, I would love for Karen Lee to make a TikTok of WAP. How come you didn't read that?
I don't know. I that one didn't come up. I don't
Wet
know.
ass pussy.
Yeah, I know. I know what it fucking means.
And,
Okay.
and if someone requests me to make a TikTok of it, I will do it. This guy's name was Stevie. I wonder if do we know Stevie?
I don't know.
It could be a prank.
Okay, so here is a review that I wanted to read. Said the subject line is an acquired taste. Oh boy. This is from Raven R. I wasn't sure how I felt about this duo when I first came across their podcast. But now, having had listened to almost every episode, I cannot get enough.
Oh,
Okay, hold on one second here. What Why were you unsure about us from the start?
Yeah.
What the fuck is it?
Some people are a little bit.
You think we're off-putting?
No, I'm thinking he's more of like.
Raven could be a female.
Raven, I'm thinking.
Whatever they are.
She might
Could
be a
be a
little
male. I don't know.
skeptical, which means that she could be of what astrological sign?
Oh, Jesus.
Did she say what astrological sign she is?
No.
Oh,
Moving right along.
okay.
I have found that I relate to Cam so much. Okay, now we're talking. The neuroticism, the anxiety, the looping thoughts after smoking weed. What the fuck is going on here?
She's a Pisces.
This is how she relates to me? What about the good looks? The fun he has in his life?
How about the hair that his grandmother loves so much?
She says, I thought I was the only one regarding the smoking the weed. We're definitely cut from the same cloth. I've recently started listening to the older episodes, and when I tell you I cried laughing at the Do You Mind If I Kiss You episode, OMG, I would have totally fallen for Cam and his little bananas.
Is she referring to little... What are little bananas?
What are you thinking she's referring to?
I don't know. Is that a banana in your pocket? Or are you happy to see me? That was a joke.
She's either talking about my tiny ass dick or she's talking about the fact that I'm insane. I'm going bananas.
Oh, maybe that's it.
And Karen is an absolute delight.
Oh, I love Raven.
And everything I aspire to be. Thank you for the endless laughs. I would give anything to hang out with the two of you. Please contact me if you're ever in Texas. Much love, Raven. 5 stars.
Go Longhorns.
Thank you so much, Raven. You know, you took us on a whirlwind with that review.
Yeah, we went up, we went down, we went up.
And so I'm glad that you've acquired the taste for us.
It's like a wine. You got to,
I'll have you know that we immediately liked you. From the first and acquired taste.
Just by the name, Raven. So yeah.
So anyway,
I want to know,
you.
Raven, please let us know if I'm right about your astrological sign. I'm thinking Pisces because you said all that, but then I'm starting thinking, nah, more of like someone who, I'm going to look it up and I'll get back to you.
What the fuck is that?
That means that I have to find out what is the most skeptical sign in the zodiac.
Oh, interesting. All right. I wanted to thank our Patreon members.
I love our Patreon members. What is a Patreon member?
They're a community of our closest family who are supporting our show to keep these lights on, and they get extra bonus content there for free.
Oh yeah, like
not for free because you pay. It could be like $5 a month, and you get usually once every other week you get a free bonus episode. It's not free. It's $5 a month or something.
It's free if you join.
Yes,
it's
free after you pay the $5 a month.
Yeah, but you can pay more than $5 a month, by the way, because $5 a month was great before COVID. Now $5 a month is minimal. Now we need more.
Okay.
All right, because Ken does have expensive equipment he needs.
No, there's no equipment.
All right, but the bottom line is if you go to patreon.com/sextalkwithmymom, you get behind the scenes content too.
And we do a monthly Zoom with everyone, and it's very fun to hang out.
There are a lot of perks, basically, and you're a part of our sneaky freak family. Go to patreon.com/sextalkwithmymom.
All right. Mother, I think we've come to the end of our show.
Oh boy, here it goes. The pressure becomes monumental here. Okay.
Am I going to have to edit this out?
No. And let me tell you about the birds and the bees and the flowers and the trees and having fun with the Filipinos.
The Filipinos?
The Filipinos.
The Filipinos sounds like the Philippine penises.
Okay.
All right. All right. We love you all. Thank you very much for listening. Hope you have a wonderful week. Love you.
Love you.